This time on the Driver's Corner, we're going to do a quick and easy intake modification to the 1979 Porsche 911. Stay tuned. Over here is my friend Robbie's 1972 911 that we drove up to St. Louis to pick up. Really cool car. It's carbureted, has an aftermarket muffler, really just has like a really neat sound to it that my car is kind of lacking. So mine's a 79, fuel injected, has the Airbox. I'm not really looking to increase the horsepower of this 911. What I'm really trying to do is just give it a little bit more of a like throaty sound. So I'm going to be changing the muffler out. It's got like an aftermarket off-brand muffler. I'm going to be putting an M&K stainless steel muffler on it, but I also figured out that I think the intake has something to do with the way that the engine sounds. And so what we're going to do is a very common but hated modification, which is modifying the airbox to accept a little bit more air. Airbox comes off very easily. There's these two little tabs, pulls out. I've already got the filter out. It's a K&N, so I'm in the process of cleaning that. There are a couple different variants of this intake. Some of them have a much narrower lip on it around the front, but still everybody kind of copies the Fab Speed style where they cut the ends off here and here to allow more air in. I don't think I want to do that yet, maybe, but the other option that I'm going to do right now is I'm going to drill some large holes along the front, right behind this section here. And then I'll do a couple on this end right here, just to try to give it a little bit more bark out of the intake. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this distance here, and that way I can evenly space out the amount of holes that I'm going to drill so it doesn't look super wank, and that's my plan. So we're not building a show car here. Roughly from this corner to this corner is about 14 inches. So I'm going to make my first hole with this 2-inch hole saw right about here in the middle somewhere, and then I'm going to work my way out from that, and then I can reduce down to smaller sizes if it's going to start looking wonky out at the ends. So I'm going to get onto that, and then you will see it when I'm done. So not the prettiest, but you know, a couple more holes added to it should allow it to breathe slightly better. I did them on the front side just because the fan pulling cool air in and around, I believe will move it in there. Plus all the designs kind of have it that way. So Roof puts their scoop on the front side. This is just an example, but you'll see the vents that are up here. When the screen is across here, that will be getting pretty close to fresh air. I probably could have come up higher or maybe done across the top here as well. Maybe I will, I'm not sure. I'm gonna do this first, see how it goes. All right, so I have recharged the K&N filter using the oil. A really simple process. Been doing this for years on cars. All cleaned out, ready to be put back into the Porsche. Okay, so that was because I was being stupid. Filter goes into the housing first. Then I'm gonna have to flip this over and put that in there. So still won't be able to hold you. All right. So Airbox is back on. Like I said, from what you can tell about the rest of this car, not going for concourse. I did do them kind of hidden. So those who see it will be like, why did he do that? Nobody else will really notice. And I can keep adding more holes if I feel like it's necessary. Hopefully this adds a little bit more growl. And we'll go ahead and hook these straps back up. And we're gonna call this one done. Hold on. Well, slight miscalculation. This strap is kind of in the way. Oh well. Let's see what she does. I'm gonna go get some keys. I'll set you down. Not that we have like a real good before. Easy, successful project. I have a feeling that I'm going to be modifying this over time. I'm actually considering making a full bent, cover out of this perforated aluminum. That would kind of just hold the filter down in place there and then loop around. I've got an English wheel up here, so I could form that metal to make this circle and then just make a strap system to hold the filter in place. So we'll see. I mean, this isn't going to add any horsepowers. It's just going to make this thing just a little bit more fun. Once I get the exhaust on there and under wide open throttle, it should sound quite a bit better than it does right now. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in for this episode. It's just a fun little thing I was excited about doing on the 911. I've been doing a couple little upgrades to it. I didn't film it, but I did. I installed my Momo Prototipo. I'm working on white facing all the gauges. And then I am also still troubleshooting my headlight issue that I was having with the wiring, but I got my LEDs set up and the ballast and stuff for that. Also, this one's chipped, but I did get one that is not chipped, so I have a ducktail spoiler that I'm in the process of priming, and I'm going to order this paint. I believe this is Grand Prix white. I don't 100% know, but I'm going to order some Grand Prix white and shoot that so I can swap out this, and then I will start working on trying to straighten this deck lid out where the whale tail spoiler was mounted to it. So and then what I might end up doing is pulling a mold, fiberglass mold, off of this ducktail that I got that had a chipped corner. So I would mold this and make one that actually fits on the metal deck lid, so I don't have major fitment issues, because I'd still be using the factory sheet metal. Also, I know I haven't really talked about this car But my buddy Robbie is in the process of turning this wide body 1972 back into a actual backdated, you know, properly car. So it came in 930 turbo pinnings, and what we are going to do is use the backdate parts that I bought to use on my last 911. I've decided not to backdate this one at this time. I think I'm just going to go with kind of a 3.0 RS look, some hintings at that. But I'm really happy with the way the car is, so I don't really feel the need to backdate it, even though that was the dream when I bought the last project. This one here, he's going to use my hood. The fenders aren't going to work for him just because his body's so wide. So another project that's going to be coming to the channel is I decided to start making a mold so that I can do fender extensions to meet the 930 turbo front radius, and then we'll make a turn signal bucket and everything that goes with this. So I'm currently modeling out of foam. I'll have to have like 3 stacks of those, and it'll end up coming to about right here. And then I'll just fabricate the fiberglass extension piece, because these are fiberglass, by the way. I'll do the fiberglass extension piece and use the housings that I bought to do my car. So he'll get all these parts, and the front end it'll basically be a backdated 930 body is what it'll appear to be, rather than having mismatched rear fenders with the turbo radius and then like RS front fenders. So we're gonna make all that work. His car is really cool. If anybody's interested in any of these parts, he's selling the seats. He's getting rid of the Momo steering wheel. So he's gonna sell the Monte Carlo, and he's got the bumpers for sale. So if anybody's interested in that stuff, let me know. Front and rear bumpers, factory valance and rubber and all that on the 930 stuff. So pretty cool, but he needs to order his parts, and then this one will be on the channel a little bit, getting some work done to it as he's buying stuff. I have more fun stuff showing up for this. So I've got this M&K stainless steel muffler that I'm going to try to work on today. I don't know if I'm going to get time. And then I also have the gated shifter kit is coming in. So I've got a gated shifter kit on the way. And then as I am continuing to work on my gauges, trying to get that stuff straight, that'll be something. I don't know if it's even worth kind of recording, but overall I'm really excited. I had some drama with the car that I will probably share in a dialogue video once it's sorted out 100%. I don't want to speak too soon, so I can share that soon enough. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions about either of these two cars, I would be super excited to answer any of those questions, and I will see you guys next time.
Did you see Tom Small's Facebook update? Yeah. Even posted a picture of him and his Latin boyfriend.
Tom Small is gay. You just need the hell out of me and check the grammar school. Wow.
Tell him about it. You're a PPF camp, junior high formal.
Hell is that?
Oh, the pants finger. So.
Even bigger news than the Tom Small.